in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolves. Hawk 70, Hawk, no.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. You talk about this Titan defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to pay some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Warrior 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Tate. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans 7, Titans 0.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Looking to put a drive together.
Cut 19, cut 19. Good. 60 Eagles, 60.
That's caught left side by Eilmanor. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Alec Eilmanor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, Martin, because I can hear my high school coach, John Floyd. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
The Texans at 5-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 7 Pirates, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was, that everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Okay, ready?
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. Check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors, 70. 19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Tate. Throw left side complete. That's Meyer. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, smash Bronco. 70 Lions.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Rig alert, rig alert. Cougar 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
Second and 15. He's got room to roam. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Titans 7.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a second and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Go!
Harris running straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it will bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Buffalo 18, 19, Charger 19.
Here's Ward. He'll let it fly for Austin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Ready, break.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it was a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Bronco 80. Cougar 19, 65.
To throw is Ward. Over the middle, he's going to find Iomanner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Ward. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing to start the drive. Tate. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. McLaughlin is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. Ready. 60 Eagles, 60.
It looks like they'll move things around here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rico Collins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something really is built on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Stop below 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Tate. That's complete. It's Jalen Lowe. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
70 Rangers, 70, 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Dell. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
60, 70 Timberwolves, Dragon 60. Trap 60, Trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
68.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is right through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Second and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Ward. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Left all 80. 19 Lion. Warriors 70. Top row 18.
Play fake. Here's Ward. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Throwing to start the drive. Tate. And he fires one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
70 Timberwolf. Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Bobcat, 60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. Tate. Open man is Collins. He's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Gets it to Meredith complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Titans.
Let's go.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Ward. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And a solid run down inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Completes this one to Meredith. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Titans first down.
Ready, break! Here we go! Gravity Lions! Ready,
On the ground, it's Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
on the set. Ready,
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
come on.
Throwing is Ward. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have the Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
18 Cardinals.
Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Tennessee.
Ready, 60 Eagles.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Ward, 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Calvin Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the set.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Here we go. Set. Bronco East.
Got his man down. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2
Bronco
on the play.
leading.
Brings up 3rd and
60
4.
Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Tate. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Cowboy 80.
A carry from McLaughlin. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
The handoff to 4 up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. They'll be brought down to 21 after a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go now. Smash. Smash.
Here's McLaughlin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jaleel McLaughlin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, get it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Makes the score Texans
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here we go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
19 sight. 19
To throw, here's Ward. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Ward. Austin is in and brings in another one. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 4. He'll complete this one. Lukaku. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd down and inches. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Titans 28.
The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Houston, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.